Good morning, everyone. Well, Merlane on with me live. Where's my other 7 o'clockers who said that this time would work? That's okay. 7 o'clock Sunday morning, we are getting prepped for our week. So a couple of things that you need to have done and have ready before we go any further is check your email. And there is the one that I sent yesterday or Friday. Okay, you can find the one that says Get Fit Tip Friday, or you can find the one that I did yesterday that was the Get Fit Prep. Sorry, I'm trying to turn this down. So Get Fit Prep, please open this email. The link is in there, and then the link is also in the Fit Tip Friday. Okay, so if you just go to the one from yesterday, right up here, it says, watch this video, take this quiz. So you guys need to take this quiz so that way we know what your macros need to be set at. So I think that's what Merlane's doing right now. And then a couple of things that I have ready is we're going to do this on Zoom. So I've got 2 big jars to make salad in a jar. So if you have these, you can grab those. I've got 2 little pint-sized jars for overnight oats. We are going to be making some egg and sausage or egg and bacon or egg and ham, whatever kind of meat you want for egg frittatas that we can actually freeze in the freezer. So that way when you're ready for breakfast, you can just pull out like 2 of them and eat them. And then we're going to be making 2 protein bowls. And so I'll show you all the things I have going right now. So right now I have eggs boiling here. The boiled eggs are going to be for my salads. So I've got those, and then I can also have boiled eggs for a snack. In my pressure cooker, I have just 2 chicken breasts that are currently going in there. So then that way I can shred them for my protein bowls. I've got strawberries and blueberries cut. So then that way I can have those with my overnight oats. And a couple more things that I need to still get going is I'm going to be cooking sausage. I am going to grill up chicken, not while I'm on here, but oh, my husband just came home. Maybe I'll have him grill up some chicken. And then there was one other thing that I can't remember. Okay. Good morning, Beckham. The family is waking up. All right, so I'm gonna cut open my sausage and start cooking that. While Merlane and anyone who's watching the recording, make sure that you get that macros test taken. Beckham, did you sleep on the floor the whole night? No. You went back to your bed?
Why did you ask? Why did you ask?
I just wondered if you needed the whole night.
Are you still videoing?
Yes. My kids made a tent upstairs on the floor, and it was their first night maybe being able to sleep. Did Paisley sleep the whole time on the floor?
She's still up there.
Paisley made it the whole night in the fort. Beckham was like, no. Okay, so let's go ahead. Merlane, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm still taking the quiz.
Okay, so just let me know when you're done, and then we will get your MyFitnessPal set up.
It says brief summary. Macro percentages 30%. Is that what you're looking for, or
how much is protein, fat, and carbs?
Okay, so it says 30% protein, 35% carbs, 35% fat. To maintain your current weight requires 2,056 calories a day.
Okay, so 30% protein, 35% carbs, and 35% fats.
Yes,
And then what's your calories?
986.
986.
Oh no, I'm sorry. 2,056.
Okay. I was like 2056. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to log in with my phone and we're going to set this up from the start. So then that way everybody has it. Okay.
Okay.
So let's see. Okay. You do have My Fitness Pal downloaded, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So we're going to come in here. So your home screen is just like this. And then we're going to click more.
Hang on 1 second. I'm logging in now.
Actually, I forgot. I pay for mine. So mine's going to be different than yours. But I remember from yesterday. So it may look a little different, but you want to go to your profile.
Yeah, I think I'm there. Yeah, I'm there. I'm home, diary, progress,
Okay.
and more.
So go to your profile and then click edit profile. And then down at the bottom, click goals. And then under nutrition goals, you're going to click the calorie, carbs, protein, and fat goals.
Yeah, got it.
Now, it's healthy to lose 1 pound a week is what's recommended. And so for your calories where it says 2,056, you can actually subtract 500 from that if you want. And then your calories would be about the same as mine, that 1506 or the 1556 is what you can put
Right
there.
now. Oh, okay. Put that because right now it has 1,200, 40%.
Yours says 1,200 for the calories.
Yeah.
So I would probably put it at 15.
Start on the higher end. So you could be tracking and then see what you actually are.
Put the same thing as yours.
Yeah, you could do 1556. Just take away 500 from what your recommended was from that quiz.
Okay. And then the carbs at 35, right?
Yeah. So then, so I pay for mine, so mine's going to be a little bit different, but you'll just come in here and then you'll make sure that your carbs say 35, your protein says 30, and then your fat say 35% in there. And then you'll have it set up. Now, a mistake that people make is they're like, oh, I'll just eat less calories and I'll lose weight faster. When you do that, you actually can put your body in starvation mode and then you're going to hit a plateau that's going to be hard to get out of. And so, I don't know if you heard Derek when he was standing over there, he said, make sure that you always start at the higher number and then you can work down, but you've got to make sure that you get your body used to that. And you want to fuel it for what it needs. And so using the proteins, the carbs, the fats are going to help fuel your body in the right way rather than just eating whatever you want and like cutting calories. That'll get you so far, but it won't get you to like a healthy weight, if that makes sense, like a healthy lifestyle weight. Okay, So next thing we're going to do in here is we are going to create some recipes, because then it'll make it a lot easier when you're planning your week and your meals, that you don't have to put in every single ingredient. So the first thing we're going to make together is overnight oats. And so I just want you to click the more, and then you're going to go to where you can find my meals, recipes, and foods. Merlene, do you like overnight oats? Have you ever had those before?
No, I've had like oatmeals, but no, I don't know if it's the same.
Yeah, so overnight oats, obviously you just make them and then you keep them in your refrigerator until you're ready to eat. And I mean, it's kind of like an oatmeal. You can have it hot, you can have it cold, but it's just a really easy way for breakfast. And so I'm going to stop my screen share, or we'll put it in here first, and then I'm going to stop my screen share, and then I'll show you how to make it. Okay, so are you in the meals, the foods, the recipe section?
Yes.
Okay.
I used to say recipes,
And so-
meals, and foods.
Perfect. So anything that you eat on a regular basis, I would just save as a recipe. So then that way it's done. So like Derek always makes me a fruit shake. He's got like a fruit protein shake that he makes me. And so like I put that in here. And so then when I have that for breakfast, then I can just add it and it has everything already in there. So we're going to go ahead and do create a recipe. And then we're going to add the ingredients manually. And we're going to just call it overnight oats. And serves one person. And that's kind of nice if you are going to do like, so one of the things that we're going to make is like egg frittatas. And so we're going to make 24 of them or 12 of them. So we would say it serves 12 people. And then if we wanted to eat more than one, then we would just do 2 servings or 3 servings or however many we want, but it'll like automatically cut down like the calories and the macronutrients in the whole thing for each serving. So that's kind of nice about that part. Especially for you, because you cook a lot of food. And so, you know, for a whole family. And so then that way you'll just be able to import your whole recipe. And then from there, just count your servings. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do add an ingredient. And we're going to do oats. We just use the old-fashioned oats. So I've got them in my little container like that. So Quaker oats. And we're going to be doing a 1/3 cup. So we're going to come in there and select a 1/3 cup. And then we're going to do almond milk. Or if you want to use coconut milk or 1% milk or whatever kind of milk you want. I always use almond milk, the vanilla. You can do unsweetened or sweetened. And we're going to be doing a 1/2 cup of that. So it says that the serving size is 1 cup. So I'm going to do the number of servings is just a 1/2 here. And then I saw this recipe actually on TikTok, and she used a little scoop of cheesecake Jello, the sugar-free kind. And I was like, oh my goodness, that sounds delicious, especially if we're going to put strawberries and blueberries on top. So when I come in here for search for food, I can actually just click scan down at the bottom. And then I can just scan it in here. And the serving size is the whole thing. Which we're just going to be using like a scoopful, like a tiny, like less than a teaspoon. So I'm just going to come in here and just put 1/8 in there because it's going to be a tiny amount. And then we're going to do a dash of cinnamon and a squirt of honey. So probably like a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then for my honey, I can actually just scan it because I've got it right here. So it says a tablespoon. I'll probably just change it to a teaspoon. Okay, so this is going to be the base for all of your overnight oats. So anytime that you have overnight oats and you make them and you eat them, you can just go ahead and use this base. And then you'll add on like, okay, I did a half a cup of strawberries, or did a half a cup of blueberries, or I did a scoop of peanut butter and some banana, or maybe you're going to add in, I've got like chocolate greens. I could add in a scoop of chocolate greens with peanut butter and banana, or with my strawberries or something like that, or cocoa, or, whatever you wanted to add it on top, but this will just go ahead and be your base. So are you doing this with me, Merlane? Did you get all that? Did I go too fast? I'm glad that you're on.
Yeah, what I've done, yes, I'm doing this with you. It's because the baby, I didn't want to show the baby. I've done this. So what I usually do, whenever I eat, I scan everything that I eat, or like if I can't scan it, I just add it on my Fitness Pal. This month I haven't added much stuff, but I will start tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna start today. Just add what I eat. But so since I don't I never thought about adding all the recipes in. So I'm just gonna whenever I add my food, I'm just gonna save it from now on. But yeah, I've done this.
Especially if it's something that you eat often, like if you're like, my kids have meat and cheese sandwiches like almost every single day. Like if I have to input a meat and cheese sandwich with the bread and the meat and the cheese and the mayo, and I make it the same way every single time, this just will save you so much time. So once you've got all your ingredients in, then you're just going to go over and you're going to click next. And then you can save, or you can click save and log it. And so here's your overnight oats. The calories is 197. I've got 4 grams of fat, 33 grams of carbs, and then 6 grams of protein. And so when I look at this, then I'm thinking to myself, okay, like this is pretty carb loaded. So I need to make sure that on the days that I eat this, that I'm not eating any kind of like pasta or breads or anything like that for lunch or for dinner. So you can kind of keep an eye on that. So I'm going to go ahead and save this recipe. And so if I were to have this for breakfast, I would come in here and I click food, I click breakfast, and then I would just click on my recipes, overnight oats, and then I would be able to add it in. And then I could add in strawberries. And let's say, I'm going to have 5 medium strawberries on top of it. Then I would just add that. And so basically I'd be having strawberry overnight oats, like strawberry cheesecake overnight oats. So makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my share here, and so you guys can see me nice and big. So I've got my 2 jars here. I washed them last night, so they were nice and clean this morning. And I'm just going to kind of rotate between. So I'm going to have, I might have overnight oats tomorrow, and then maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, and then I'll wash these jars, and then I can make 2 more for next week. And in the food guide that I gave you guys last week, and that I'll send to you today, there is a link that's got, I think, like 15 different types of overnight oats. And so, you can just experiment and find the ones that you like the most. But what we're going to do is we're going to put in our 3rd cup of oats. In fact, I wanted to okay. A lot of things going on right now. Get everything ready here. Okay, so in the bottom of your jars, you are gonna put in a 1/3 cup of your oats. And then we're gonna mix in a 1/2 cup of the almond milk.
So do you just put them in the microwave or you boil them? What do you do during the day?
So you can put them in a bowl and you could like just like mash up your strawberries or blueberries or whatever fruit you have and kind of have it like an oatmeal. Or you can put it in a bowl and then you can throw it in the microwave and have it warm if you want. So I would just take it out of here and put it into a bowl.
What do you put in the fridge?
So I made this yesterday and I'm about to make this today. I didn't put the Jello. What I do, I cook it and like I just make it in the morning. I cook it in the pot and then I put nutmeg, cinnamon, and and ginger powder. Hmm. And that's what I'm gonna make today too. So it's good.
And I think just finding a recipe that you like, and then just sticking to it. So this one, like I said, I saw on TikTok and it looked so good. So I was like, oh, I want to try this. And I haven't ever had it with the Jello cheesecake either. And so I thought, sounds delicious. So let's try it out. So anyway, you just got to mix here. And then you're just going to put in your fruit on top. And then you can just put the lid on and then put it in the refrigerator until you're ready to eat it. And then, like I said, you can have it hot.
I'm gonna do that for my husband. Thank you for the suggestion.
So there they are, ready to go. And they will swell up a little bit. So I was going to do them in a smaller jar and I was like, oh, I better not, just because then it might like explode on the top. So this is just a pint size. Okay, so the next thing I want to make with you guys is, let's go ahead and make the breakfast frittatas. So for those, clean this stuff up. We're gonna do we're gonna do some eggs that we're gonna scramble. We're gonna do either sausage, bacon, ham, whatever kind of meat you want. So I've got my sausage over here, spinach, if you want to do some tomatoes, onions, just kind of whatever you would have in a breakfast frittata. So let's go ahead and make the recipe on MyFitnessPal first. Or actually, maybe we should, I don't know. Sometimes I'll show you how to edit a recipe, because sometimes when I make it, I'm like, maybe I'll add some more of this, or maybe I'll do less of that. I don't know. So we'll make it first, and then if we need to edit it, we can go back and edit it. Okay, so we're in MyFitnessPal. We're going to come into more, and then we're going to click meals, recipes, and foods. And we're going to do create a recipe, and we're going to add the ingredients manually. And we are going to call this, let's just call it an egg muffin. And how many people does it serve? I'm going to say 12. My goal is going to be able to make a full muffin sheet. Okay. Click next. We're going to add the ingredients. I'm going to scan in my eggs. Okay, I'm not going to scan in my eggs because that is not working. So we're going to say Kroger eggs. Do you guys have Kroger on your side of the country, Merlene?
I don't. We have Sprout. My husband goes to Sprout and Publix. That's it.
Okay, so I have 1 egg, and then I'm going to do 12 servings because I'm going to go ahead and do 12 cracked eggs in this bowl. And then add ingredient. And I'm going to do spicy sausage for mine. And I wonder if I can actually still scan it. Here it is. Just so I can make sure I'm getting the right one. Of course, I sliced right through the barcode. Oh, okay. Okay, and so serving size, the whole thing is 1 pound. 1,500 calories. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that one. And then we're gonna put in some spinach. All right, so Kroger spinach. We're gonna do 3 cups of spinach. And then if you want to add anything else like tomatoes or onions or anything, then you can do that. So I'm going to just go ahead and click next, and then I'm going to click save. And you can see it right there. For 1 egg McMuffin, for 1 egg muffin, it's going to be 199 calories. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my share here, and we're going to make it. So I have my oven preheating to 400. I've got my sausage already cooked. So if you guys are going to do bacon or ham, have that cut and ready. I'm going to spray the bottoms of my muffin tin so that way it doesn't stick. And crack 12 eggs. And the nice thing about this is I'm just going to freeze them, and then my husband can eat them. I can have them, just pop them in the microwave for like a minute. If you're the kind of person that likes ketchup on your eggs, make sure that you add that in at the end, just like we did for the strawberries. Have you ever had these, Merlene?
No, I don't eat eggs much.
Oh, you don't? I'm gonna have to get on one of your cooking classes so I can be able to try new things.
No, what happened is my son is like highly allergic to eggs, so I just don't cook them at all.
That makes sense. And that's like one of the reasons why I don't love doing meal plans for like a group, because everyone has like different allergies and different likes and dislikes. So if I were to make you a recipe, then, well, I'm sure even on the food guide, if you've been using it, I mean, lots of the things that we eat in our household is eggs, so it wouldn't even be helpful for you.
Yeah, definitely like the oats. I'm making it now, but
Are you?
yeah, I'm using almond milk. Yeah, so I'm using almost the same thing that you're using. But I'm just making it. I'm making it now, but I am gonna go ahead and prepare it for my husband for the week. I have jars, so I'm doing the same thing.
Okay.
So I'm
So
a little behind.
that's okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to put in the whole thing. So I'm going to go back and edit it. Because I don't need this to be like super, super meaty. So I'm actually going to just kind of eyeball half of my sausage. Okay, so I've got that in there, and then I'm going to grab my spinach. Do 3 cups of that. And then we're going to just mix it up. Then, like I said, if you wanted to add any onions or tomatoes, I'm not going to worry about it today, but another time that might be good. But you're just going to mix it up.
So what you would do, you after you finish, you put it in the thing and then bake it.
Yep.
And then once you finish, you put it so you freeze it up.
Yep. You can just put it in like a little Ziploc bag, or if you had like a container, you could just put it in like a seal type container or something like this. And then when you wanted to eat them, then you would just pull out 1, 2, 3, however many you want to eat, and pop them in the microwave.
Okay. Do you add any seasoning with it?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I actually will probably mix in some salt and pepper. What would you mix in? You're the chef. You're the master chef.
I'm not a chef.
Yes, you are. You have like such a big following. I'm like, you should be the one that's leading this.
No. Like I always suggest whatever season, just for flavor. Because I use a lot of different seasonings for taste. So like for me, I would put some garlic, some paprika, some a little bit of hot sauce, so that way, just
Yes.
for flavor, for more. But you don't have to; it's optional, of course. And whatever seasoning you have, you can.
Right. And for me, the sausage, like the spicy sausage, already is like.
I think I'm gonna make this right now. I'm gonna make everything. So I'm making
the
it.
purpose of doing this is to make sure that we're setting ourselves up for success for the week, you know. And I know for me, I'm like busy being mom and doing all the things, and so come time to eat, I'm like, oh, it's 1 o'clock and I haven't had a dinner or I haven't had breakfast yet. And so to have it all ready definitely makes a difference. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and spoon this, and I would probably do, I would say less. I can't even think and talk at the same time this morning. I would do less spinach because there's too much spinach in here that I'm having to like scoop around it to get the egg in, so that way it can all stick together. So I'd probably do just 2 cups of spinach, or even just 1. Maybe you don't like them super spinachy. I do, which is why I put in so much. Probably just like 1 cup if you don't love spinach. Just do 1 cup of it. So I'm going to just try and make sure that it's evenly situated in all the cups, that there's some meat, there's some spinach, there's some egg. Oh, and then also you can sprinkle cheese. So I'm going to sprinkle some cheese on the very top. You can mix it into if you wanted to. All right, now I can see that this is going to make a little bit more than 12. So then I can get out a second pan and I can do more. And then same thing, I can change my serving size to 15 or 17 or however it made. And then it'll, yeah, that's what you want to do.
That's gonna taste so good. I will try it.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I don't know that my kids would necessarily, well, because it has the spinach, I don't see them eating it. But, you know, even if I'm just meal prepping for me and my husband, I mean, that's still going to save me time. And my kids sometimes just want a bowl of cereal or a Eggo waffle or something like that. So, all right. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Trying to get egg in everyone. And what I'll probably do with this, what's in here, is I'll probably add a couple more eggs to this and then make another dozen. And so I'll probably end up with 2 dozen egg muffins and just have to change my quantity for eggs and that kind of thing. So anyway, this is what it looks like. I'm going to put some cheese on top. And I have my oven set on 400. And then I'll just cook them until they are done.
What if someone doesn't eat eggs? Like what would be an alternative
substitute for eggs?
Yeah. Like if I wanted to make this without the eggs.
Derek's here, he's thinking. Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anything good as a substitute for eggs besides, you know, I don't know if it's the yolks. I mean, you could always use these with the egg whites if you wanted to be healthier. But less calories, but not as much protein.
Eggs are just not like
Merlin's son is.
they do have imitation.
That Derek says they have imitation eggs, Merlin.
I don't know what they're made of, but they're
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to try it. But maybe I'll just make it for. I'm gonna try it. I'll make it.
All right, I'm gonna pop these in. All right. I know this is getting kind of long, but it's here just to help set you up for success for the week. So we're just going to keep going. Next thing that we are going to do is make some protein bowls. So for the protein bowls, you need to have your meat that you want to have. And so for me, I am doing chicken. And I think for this one, I'm going to make it and then put the recipe in at the end. So then that way I know what I actually put in it. So somebody taught me this trick, which is amazing, which I'm sure you already knew, but I had no idea. When you guys are wanting to shred chicken, if you use, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me when I'm over here? Probably not very well. Okay, so I've got my chicken in the pressure cooker. And if you use a blender, it shreds your chicken so good. Have you ever heard of that before?
Sorry, I was mixing my thing.
You're
What did you ask? Yeah, I actually saw some eggs, and I have watercress instead of spinach, so I'm gonna make it for my daughter. I know she'll eat it.
Have you ever shredded your chicken with a blender before?
No.
Oh, it saves so much time. It's like the most amazing thing ever.
I've never shredded chicken.
Never?
No.
All right, so here it is.
So wait, what did you do before that?
I know it is flying a little bit, huh? Thanks, Faze. Okay, look at how easy that is. It's crazy. It looks good. Oh. And I didn't put any seasonings on this chicken, just because we'll add them in on top according to what we're gonna make with it. But anyway, so chicken is ready to go. For my burrito or for my protein bowls, I have these little things that I got from Walmart. So I'm gonna make them in here. I like to use this 90-second rice. So either the Uncle Ben's, this one is just like long grain and black beans, or the red beans and rice. And so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the microwave for 90 seconds.
That's 1 minute and 30 seconds. Well, 90 seconds and 1 minute and 30 seconds.
You're right. And then I like to do black beans and corn inside of mine. So I'm gonna open this up and drain out the juice. while the rice is cooking. Now, the thing that's hard for me is I don't know what I'm going to feel like eating each day. And I am kind of picky. Like, I don't like to eat the same thing every day. And so, you know, I could make a couple of these with chicken. I could make some with burger. I could make some with steak. And so you can definitely mix it up. So then that way you have a variety to choose from. Okay. So I'm going to get 1/4 a cup. The rice is done. Whew. So inside of this, there is, says a serving size is 1 cup and there's 2 servings per pouch. And so if I can just divide this into all 4 of these, then I'm going to have 1/2 a cup of rice with each bowl. So I'm just going to go ahead and eyeball it the best that I can. Ooh, it's hot. And yes, it does have some beans already in it. Okay, so if you guys can see, I've got it evenly distributed there. And then I'm going to put in a 1/4 cup of black beans in each one.
How do you know that one's the bottom?
I just looked at it. And then I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of corn in each one. What would be something that you would think would taste good in this, Marlene?
Sorry, for
For a protein bowl. I'm doing black beans and corn. Does that sound good to you?
I would
Oh,
I
give me some new ideas.
so that would not so I would definitely do maybe some I don't know if I'm saying it right. I would mix it with couscous, or is that how you say it?
I think so.
Quinoa.
Quinoa
Yeah.
instead of
So
rice. Or would you?
you can do, yeah. Are you adding rice with it?
Yes, I did a 90-second wild rice.
Okay, yeah. Is it brown?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I would do those, or quinoa.
I thought about doing quinoa this morning,
Hmm?
but I didn't.
It'll be a good mixture.
Okay, so then the last thing I'm gonna do is put on the chicken, and we have a little food scale here. And so this is supposed to be a protein bowl. So I want to make sure that I have a lot of protein with it. And so I'm going to grab a bowl here and measure it out. So I'm going to turn it on to grams. And I'm going to do, or not grams, sorry, ounces. And I'm going to do 4 ounces of the shredded chicken in each bowl. So I'll have it just like this. All right, and then, you know, if I wanted to, I could mix like a taco seasoning packet with this, or I've got this chipotle seasoning I'm just going to sprinkle on top of my chicken, and or I've got a little extra spot right here. If I wanted to, I could put like some kind of dressing with it, but you just have to be careful about your dressings because those add up very, very quickly. And so when I'm ready to eat these, all I have to do is just pop it in the microwave, and I've got a protein bowl.
What's a protein bowl?
What I just made, silly goose.
What's a protein bowl? It does not look good.
All
It
right.
does not look good.
So now we'll put these in my Fitness Pal recipe. And I can have easily 4 lunches. Now, a couple of other things I thought about having this week is I have a cucumber and some tuna fish. Yes, I really like that. So I could easily have that for lunch. I buy this lettuce right here. That's really long and like kind of like leafy. And so I will just do like meat and cheese inside of this instead of a sandwich. You can put tuna inside of here. You could do, you know, even the stuff that we just made, this protein bowl, I could heat it up and I could just put it on top of some lettuce if I wanted to. So you can mix it up a little bit that way. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And we're going to put this into my Fitness Pal. And we've already been on for an hour. Oh my word. All right, so create a recipe, enter ingredients manually. And what's nice is that you can import a recipe from the web. And so if you search one of the recipes that I've given you in the food guide or something, you can easily just import it straight from the website. So that'll be really nice for those of you who are using that. Okay, so I'm just gonna write protein bowl serves how many people? 1. Hit next, add ingredient. We're gonna do chicken, 4 ounce. And then I have all of my things here. So I'm just gonna scan here. We did 1/4 a cup. So I'm just gonna do 1/2 a cup and then change it to 1/2 a serving. Oh, you guys can't see my screen. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, so add ingredients, scan. Corn. Serving size is a 1/2 cup, and I used a 1/4, so I just changed that there. And then last, I need to add in the rice. And I split the whole thing right there into 4s. Okay, so there is my protein bowl. Save it. And we've got it. So we've done overnight oats, we've done an egg McMuffin, and we've done a protein bowl. And so I'm going to just kind of chat real quick before we hop off about a couple other things. I'll tell you how I make my salad in a jars, and then you guys can make them and then add your, let's see. Yeah, you can make them and then go from there. So here's what you want to do. You want to take the food tracker sheet and you want to plan out your week. And so, like I said, some of the things, this is a dirty counter. It's messy over here. Okay, so what you want to do here is you want to plan out your week, your meals, according to what has a lot of carbs, what has a lot of fats, what has a lot of proteins, and you want to kind of like spread it out. So let's say I'm going to write Monday here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so let's say Monday, I'm going to have overnight oats. So I'm going to write oats for Monday. And let's say for breakfast, I'm going to have oats. For lunch, I'm going to do a protein bowl. And then for dinner, I'll see what I have available. So what I'm going to do in my Fitness Pal is I'm going to pre-put in my food. So then that way I know where I am for my macros. And so just using what we have here, let's set up Monday and see what it looks like. And then of course, if Monday comes and that just doesn't sound good to you, then you can always switch some stuff out. Okay. So here's tomorrow, here's Monday. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do add food. I'm going to click on recipes and I'm going to do overnight oats. And then you can see down here, frequently paired with, there's the strawberries. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Okay. And then for lunch, I'm going to do my recipes and I'm going to go ahead and do my protein bowl and I'm going to put that there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see, oops, diary. There we go. Okay, so like I said, I pay for mine, so mine's going to be a little bit different than yours. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click here on macros, and you're going to see that like my carbs are way, way over for both of these, and that my protein and my fat are not. And here for my nutrients, I still have carbs left because I'm only at 38 out of 157. And then for protein, I'm at 7 out of 120. And so what I want to do is for my dinner, oh, it didn't add in my lunch protein bowl. Add. There we go. Okay. And so then what I want to do for dinner is I want to make sure that I have some lean meat. So I'm just going to do a deer burger, a 5 ounce. So I'm just going to have that just by itself. And then maybe I'll have a sweet potato. So I'm going to put that. So maybe for dinner, I'm just going to have a sweet potato and a deer burger. And then what I can do is I can come back into my nutrients. I can look at my macros. Okay, now I'm at 28 and 30. And then for fats, I'm at 19 and 30. And for carbs, I'm still above at 50 and 40. And I can look here at my nutrients. So carbs, I have 26 grams left. Protein, I've still got a while. So that way I can hit that 120. I'm about halfway there. And then my fats, I'm at 21 out of 52. So I'm still about halfway there. And so then I can go ahead and I can add in some snacks. So let's say for a snack, I want to have some beef jerky. I've got it right here. So let me just go ahead and scan it in. All right, so go ahead and add that and then click. Okay, so now I'm over on carbs by 3 grams. That's okay. I'm at 76 for my protein and I'm at 33 for my fats. Okay, when I'm looking here. There we go. So like maybe it's not a good idea for me to have a protein bowl on the same day that I have a overnight oats, right? So you can just come in here and add and change things out the way that you need to. If I wanted to, maybe instead for breakfast, I swap out and have the egg muffin. And I take out these. Then I can see, okay, how does that compare? Oh, now I'm at 40, 32, and 27. So this makes it like a lot better for me, right? And so that's kind of how I look at it and trying to hit these. And it's kind of like a puzzle. You know, how do I get more protein and fats without getting more carbs? And so here's another snack that I really love to have, especially at night. So go ahead and click add food and then scan a barcode. We have these little buff protein cakes. They're little cakes that you can easily just put in the microwave. Looks like this. And so I love these, and it has protein in it, and then the frosting has healthy fats. So I can just go in here. This is the mix only. So that would be a serving, and then I would add in, you use an egg white and then a tiny bit of almond milk and sugar-free applesauce. Okay, so let's go ahead. So you can see up top, I've got 75 calories left if that's what I eat tomorrow. Let's look at my macros. I'm at 40, 30, 30. Boom, like a boss. And I still get a treat with my little buff protein. And so here on my sheet, I'm going to erase oats. And I'm going to write egg muffin. For dinner, I'm going to have a burger and sweet potato. For a snack, I'm going to have jerky, and I'm going to have the protein cake. And so now that I know what I'm having, and like I said, I had how many calories left? 75. So maybe I can throw in a string cheese, or I can throw in an apple, or a cutie orange, or just like a little cup of fruit or something like that, or some veggies, because there's still enough in there and they don't have a lot of carbs, fats, or proteins in any of those things. So yeah, I know I kind of went through that fast. Did that make, and I know you're cooking, Marlene. So did that kind of make sense?
Yeah, I just didn't know I was doing that because, like I said, whenever I fell off, but whenever I'm eating something, I just log in what I'm eating, and then it just tells me, okay, well, am I over my calories or am I under, and things like that. So you introduced it to me a year ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, I have that. The only thing is I don't meal prep, but it is a good idea to do so because it saves so much time. So I'll work on that's the next thing I'll work on is just meal prepping since you gave me those ideas. So I thank you so much.
You're welcome. And, you know, I mean, meal prep, I mean, I'll probably be in here for another hour finishing up everything. But I know that I'm eating healthy. I know that I'm going to be hitting my macros. And then I don't have to like stress about it, at least for me. Like I'm not prepping for the kids. I'm just prepping for me because the kids are going to eat, you know, just their usual, whatever they want. But like, if you are just watching your calories, that's better than nothing. But if you're consuming like all carbs, your body only needs X amount to be able to fuel itself. And then the rest of it, it's storing as fat. So that way it has like extra storage later. And so you want to have the lean protein. So then that way your body is using that for energy. You want to be able to have the fats. That way it's using that for energy. And it's like every macronutrient fuels your body in a different way. And then it's not storing all the carbs as fat, because that's the reason why we get fat, is because of that glucose. So, all right.
So I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna hop off and finish up, like, things,
Yeah,
cook
for
and-
sure. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Okay, so you guys fill out your planner, and like today, like I know that today was a good day. Egg muffin, protein jerky, burger with sweet potato, and protein cake. Like I know that this was spot on. So maybe I have that Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and so once you know what works and what pairs well together based on the foods that you like to eat, then this is going to get easier and easier and easier. But at first it is overwhelming. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, that's normal. Just start with 1, 2, 3 meals, and then you'll be able to add on more from there. So thanks for being here. And I was going to tell you real quick, when you're doing a salad in the jar, on the bottom, you want to put your dressing, and then above it, you want to do, so like I got this dressing from the store yesterday. I just wanted to show you the difference. So this is regular ranch dressing. For 2 tablespoons, it's 100 calories. And I'm telling you, you're using more than 2 tablespoons on your salad, okay? And so easily over 100 calories just for the dressing. Well, they have this yogurt dressing, and for 2 tablespoons of this, it's 45 calories. And so I highly recommend doing this healthy swap out, is changing your ranch for the Greek yogurt ranch. And then the other one that we use, that we like to have, especially like with our fruity salads, is this Skinny Girl vinaigrette. And so you're going to use a tablespoon. You're going to measure out your dressing. You're going to put it in the bottom. And so if I was going to do a sweet salad, I would do this in the bottom, and then I would measure out either like some strawberries, some blueberries. I'd put that there. If I wanted to put some nuts, I'd put the nuts on top. And then you're going to put the salad on to fill up the rest of your jar. And that way your salad's not getting soggy. Your fruit can just soak in the dressing, that would be good. And then when you're ready to eat, you just shake it, and then you can dump it out on a plate, and you can have it that way. Another salad that I'm going to be making is with this. I've got the boiled eggs there. So I'm going to put this down at the bottom, maybe some peas, some olives, some egg, and then I'm going to put my salad on top here. And then same thing, when I'm ready to eat, I'm just going to shake it and then pour it out on a plate, and it'll be all ready for me. So you just want to make sure that your dressings and stuff is at the bottom, and then your salad is on top. So anyway, I've got a mess here to clean up. I've got church in 45 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Sorry it was so long, but if you cooked with me, then you know that it wasn't enough time. And yeah, hopefully this sets you up for success for your week. Thanks for being here.